I gotta talk about something, real quick. Many Chibits, since Monday, have been asking, where is that chapter review of Fairy Tail? Because of how good the chapter was. Don't worry, anime onlys, I'm not gonna spoil you, don't worry. Yes, I will be putting up a review for that. It will be up very soon. I was just very busy on Monday, and I didn't have the time, so that is why. But, yes, the chapter was very, very good. Very, very fucking good. So, I will be talking about that. It'll probably be up around Monday or so when the next chapter comes out. Just letting you all know that right now. So, let me dive into this episode of Fairy Tail now. So, this episode ends on a cliffhanger that's going to make all anime onlys just have their eyes wide open. They're going to be like, what? What? Because of the dragons. The dragons reappear. Now, we all thought it was just Ignil and Ochnalagia fighting it out, just beating the fucking shit out of each other. No. All the other dragons are back. You see them how they come in and they destroy the faces, and then kind of like the episode ends on a cliffhanger like that. So I'm curious. I remember when I was at this point in the manga and I read this part, I was like, whoa, holy shit, like I was pretty much shaking and stuff. I remember making a video on it just to see all the dragons come back and just taking out face and stuff, and all these dragons have been mentioned for a long time just coming out. You're like, whoa, what the hell? So I just want to hear Anime Only's general reaction to this. Like, how do you all feel about the dragons being in this episode, like at the end? Like, how do you all feel about that? Please let me know. I want to hear your reactions, because I've been waiting to see this in the anime and then see how Anime Onlys react to it, because it was just so awesome when I saw this in the manga. But getting into the other details. So, this episode concludes the fight of Mordgear versus Gray and Natsu. Mordgear is not really dead, so to say, because even though he was taken out and he got punctured straight through his fucking chest by Gray, he's still not necessarily dead. He's still talking in the middle of this episode towards the end, and he's like, once all magic is removed, it'll become like negative energy or negative magic, and then the seal on the Book of End will be undone, and, you know, the Master End can come back. And with that, it was pretty cool to get to see Mordgear kind of breaking down the process of how, you know, the Master End would kind of get unsealed, how he would come out of the book once, you know, the magic is gone. And from what we saw, about half of the episode was actually demonstrating the effects of Face and how the magic was slowly kind of disappearing from the continent or the world, because you saw how many of our characters weren't able to use magic. And I actually really love how the focus of this episode was the tension buildup of Face. Even though Face was kind of stopped at the end of this episode, I love the way the tension was built up throughout this entire episode. It was a lot better in terms compared to the manga, actually. When you saw that one scene where all of magic was slowly disappearing and many people in the street, like these regular fodder civilians, they were saying like, oh my god, I can't use magic, or the lights are going out, and then the train is derailed. When you see all this type of stuff and you see how the magic is disappearing, it really added tension to the overall scene, because you're like, holy shit, this world runs off of magic, and when magic is gone, everybody is fucked. It's like this. If you lost your electricity and it was gone for good, like not coming back, and you lost internet as well, all electricity, all internet, it was gone for good, would you feel like you're back in the Stone Ages? You'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? I mean, of course, you'll have to do other things, but I mean, seriously, if all power was gone and all internet was gone, just imagine how technology would kind of devolve. And that's kind of what this looked like. I mean, you had to where magic was going out, so many people are dependent on magic, and when magic is gone, majority of society's functions are disappearing. So, I love how the focus of this episode, like, a lot of focus was on that, seeing how the gradual build-up of how Face cannot be stopped, and how the world is going to be utter shit once magic is gone. So, pretty cool. I like how A1 handled that. That was a really good execution on their part when it came to this episode. Definitely better, leaps and bounds better than the manga, in my opinion, when it came to the emotions it brought me in this episode. But moving on to the fight of Mordgear versus Gray and Natsu, that fight overall, it concludes, and seeing how Mordgear, he was getting really fucking pissed off. He's like, I am done with your guys' shit. You survived my Memento Mori, and then all of a sudden, also you have it where Gray, like, absorbs my fucking magic. He's, like, half demonic. He kind of, like, passes out, and then all of a sudden Natsu goes Dragon Force mode, tries to fight Mordgear, and Mordgear just fucking wrecks Natsu. Like, Natsu says, I'm out of magic. I'm completely out of magic, and Mordgear straight up tanked what Natsu did to him. So, it goes to show you how strong strong Mardgear is, actually, if you do think about it. Because, I mean, this man just straight up took a fucking hit by Natsu with Dragon Force, and he tanked it, got pissed off, of course, and was about to put Natsu's face into the damn dirt, and then all of a sudden Gray comes out and just shoots Mardgear. So if it wasn't for that, Natsu probably would have lost, actually, if you look at the way it was depicted in this episode. So also, really cool on that part, and I have to ask all the Gray fans, how do you all feel about Gray doing that? Like, you know, being like half demonic, and you see it to where he shot that demonic bow-slaying, like, arrow at Mardgear, shot him through the chest, and like, he slowly, like, looked like he exploded and hit the ground. I like that effect. I really like that effect. You can say what you want about the animation, and I do have to admit the animation of Fairy Tail 2014 is not the best. By no means is it the best, and by far is it even near the best, but in terms of that scene, I really like the visuals in that scene. It was a really cool scene. Now, overall, the impact of the dragons, now, it was very hype. I like the way the dragons were coming in at the end of the episode, but I do have to admit, when it came to the impact of the dragons coming in, personally, I think the manga did a little bit better on that aspect, but the music was pretty damn hype. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode of Fairy Tail 2014? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.